Yo, once again, it's on. Back at you one more again, Real Kids TV in the house like kitchen sinks. I decided to hit you all with a little of this midnight love, if you will. Pause, double pause, triple pause. You know, I was reflecting back as I so often do, and I was thinking, and I'm going to take you back in the time, way back in the time. I don't know, it's not too far back. I want to say roughly about 15 years ago, if you will. Now, before I get into this evening's story, understand that I'm the self-proclaimed Mr. 30 Minutes or Better. However, this video is not going to be one of those 30-minute videos. I just had a question, something that just, I don't know, you ever have something that just runs across your mind, it just makes you say, Y'all jump in the comment section, let me know where you're chiming in from, what city and state, what set, what hood you represent. I'm in Lexington, Kentucky. As I mentioned, I'm going to take you back roughly about 15 years ago, give or take a year or two, respectfully. I'm in the joint. I'm in the pen, man. I run across a young dude, man, and he's, I don't know him. A lot of times in the pen, man, you just, in jail, period, you just kind of mind your business. You know, you tend to your own affairs. But when you're around an individual long enough, we were in the same dorm, because they had, like, the open dorms, like the Army barracks, they didn't have the individual cells. Now, you had certain units that had the individual cells, but in this particular dorm that we were in, everything was open. Pause. Matter of fact, infinite pause right there. And so I run across this young fella, man. He's, I don't know, caramel complected, short hair. Kind of came across as a, I don't necessarily want to call him a pretty boy, because I don't want to, you know, be disrespectful in any manner. But you can kind of tell that he was, you know, probably smooth with the ladies. Walked around brushing his hair all day long. That's all he did, was brush his hair. He had a whole lot of waves. He got those waves from just consistently brushing his hair. Go to the weight pile every day, do his little crunches, do his, you know, so he was in penitentiary mode. Caramel complected. I want to say he was probably weighing in at about 180, 185. He looked like he'd go. He's one of them type of individuals, you look at him, it's like, okay, I might have a little problem on my hands if I, you know, have to squabble with this individual. I don't know. He's a good 5'11". I know he's 5'11". I know he's 5'11". So like I said, we didn't really say much to each other. You know, what's up? You know, keep it pushing. I noticed he had, like, his people would kind of cling to him. He had his own little clique. Started off 6-7 dudes that was hanging around him. And as time progressed, so did his car. That's what we call them in Kentucky. We don't really have a whole lot of gangs here. Not saying that there are no gangs, but it's more or less your car. Looked up, he probably had 15, 16 people that all kind of, you could tell that he was the I guess, leader of the car. One day we was in the gym, we was playing ping pong or whatever, and he had been beating everybody on the table, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, he's killing them on the table. I jump on the table. Same results. But I play him close, though. You know, we have a pretty good game. So from that point on, every time I see him in the gym or whatever, we go back and forth, you know, battling on the, you know, playing ping pong against each other, whatever. In the dorm, I discovered that he played chess. I played chess. See, they got a TV room in prison. So you can have your own TV, but oftentimes you might go in the TV room just to kick it. They got, like, the JPay machines in there, which is just a way of emailing your family and receiving pictures and emails back. Sometimes the phones are in there, the TVs are in there. They got the microwaves, the tables. It's a game room / TV room, hangout room. We started playing chess against each other. He was pretty good. I was, you know, pretty decent. So we would consistently go back and forth, you know, as far as when I seen him in the gym, playing the ping pong, then we playing chess. He liked to do a lot of the same things I like to do. I like to gamble at the time, you know. Parlay tickets in prison are really big. He was running parlay tickets. He had like a little store. He had a couple little stores. Store in prison is one of those things to where, man, I'm hungry, bro. Let me get two bags of them chips. Okay, I need 3 back. Let me get a couple of them sodas. Okay, I need 3 back. It's a way for you to make money. In prison, commissary is money. And so I noticed that he had a whole lot of things going on. We talking one day or whatever. lot of people call him Detroit. What's up, Detroit? But the thing is, there's a lot of dudes in Kentucky that's from Detroit. Was talking one day, we end up getting, a little bit more acquainted with each other, but nothing too, crazy out of the norm. What's your name, bro? When they call me Tay, man. Dante. Dante? Yeah, man. They call me Dante. That's what's up, man. Shit, they call me Kens, man. Okay, that's what's happening. Because, you will kick it with somebody, you will hang with somebody or whatever, and you won't even know their real name. You may know their nickname, but people are not typically just walking around using their real names. I noticed, man, Tay, he didn't play no games, man. Now, when I say he didn't play no games, like he was had a short fuse. Whooped a couple dudes or whatever. He just wasn't really going to do too much talking, man. You know what I'm saying? If it came down to it, he's swinging first, ask questions last. I used to see him in the gym on the heavy bag, man. You could tell that he blatantly used to box. So dude was, I'm gonna give him his props, man. He was about that action. Their car was so big to where they kind of got into the extortion game. People that came in and they didn't really have anybody. They may not have been a punk or anything like that, but if you don't really have anybody, and you in prison, you don't know anybody, you don't really have a car, you don't have a strong car, you're going to have individuals that are going to, take advantage of you. Take advantage of your lack of numbers, to say the least. With Dante's car, like I said, he's 15, 16 deep, and then, you constantly have other individuals coming in and out. Even people from his own city. Now, he gonna treat them right, but yet they gonna have to pay for some form of protection. It's not like they were going around just, running the yard, or they were just, excuse me, I'm still kind of under the weather. It's not like, they were just trucking the yard, but, he had a presence. He was respected. Their car was respected. All them Detroit dudes be respected. Now, every dude from Detroit didn't run with his car. Some people had their own separate cars. And so he was, bringing in this revenue from all different areas. He ended up jumping into the cigarette game. He met the plug. Now, this is where the money really, really, really started. Kentucky prisons, they had taken cigarettes off the compounds. They no longer sold cigarettes. Used to be able to go to the window. Yeah, let me get 3 packs of cigarettes. And they used to sell them Campbell's and Waves. Those were the cigarettes that everybody used to buy. I never smoked, but I had them all the time because you gamble with them. Commerce. Capital. Young moolah, baby. However you want to put it. Cigarettes was money. Easier to deal with. Cigarettes and stamps. See what I'm saying? You got a big old bag of chips. You got to hide them on your arm and take a chance of getting shook down by the yard dogs. It's just the officers on the yard. Hey, you, come here. Shake you down. They find your food. Taking that, plus it's a write-up. You don't really want to risk it like that. And so, he was making a lot of money. Now, I'm not in his business, but, the more and more that we programmed, that's what you call it, program. I never got into his business, his financial business, but, we would talk about different things or whatever while we played chess or whatever. Man, you hit on that ticket last night? I missed by one game. Oh, man, I stung him last night. We have conversations like that. But for the most part, he was with his crew, and I was with mine. Schedules was kind of opposite. I see him in the weight pal, but I'm in school, he's in school, whatever. But with certain parts of the day, we run into each other. What's up, bro? What's up with you, man? You good? Yeah, I'm good. He's making so much money off these cigarettes, man. I'm talking about he's killing it. Got the cigarettes, got the green. Now back then they had the K2, the spice, the spig. Now it wasn't nearly as a lot of people didn't necessarily know about it back then as much as they know now, or 4, 5, 6 years ago. But he had that just as well. He had a nice plug, man. I'm talking about, man. And see, it was Green Dot back then. It wasn't Cash App and all of that. Kind of works similar. You go to the store, buy your Green Dot card. Looks just like a little debit card or whatever, $3.99, and you load money on the card. So when you have a Green Dot card, and let's just say, I don't know, you owe me $100. You have your people go to the store on the street, load it up, $100. Then I have my people, or in his case, he had a phone. He could call, check it, see that load, that's what it's called, the load, had been deposited or whatever on the card. Then he know it's good. Then he give you the product or whatever. You know what I mean? So Man, he had that thing on lock. I can't even lie. I used to go to the store. I was far from a baller in the pen, but you know, my people looked out for me. You know, I could spend $35, $40 a week at the store. That's decent money in the pen, especially 15 years ago, because you're not going to starve. And I'm not going to be living it up. I'm not going to be able to go to the store every week and buy the banquet chicken. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all know about that banquet chicken? It's a penitentiary thing. If you don't, that's a great thing. If you don't know anything about banquet chicken, that's a great thing. But it's not like I'm going to be able to go and buy the hamburger patties. You get, I think, 16 patties for $15. You know, I could do those things a little bit from time to time, but you got to really, really be balling. You know, the chicken tenders and all of those things. You got to really be balling to be able to buy these things every single week, man. Y'all rock with me, man. Y'all rock with me. Penitentiary 101. Stay out of the pen. Or you go drinking the motherfucking water, kids. We done told you about drinking the water, man. Get to the story, motherfucker. Hey, man, I'm bringing y'all this midnight love, man. Should have hit y'all with my DJ voice. Party people in the place to be. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a fish fry on the west side. You don't want to miss. Or you ain't gonna get no fish. But at any rate, he got things jumping on the yard. Thing about it, he never really had to handle anything. He got, you know, because he's dispersing it out to his crew. Then he got other individuals that's coming to him. So let's just say they come to him and say, Dante, bro, let me get a half pound. Okay, you want a half pound? Whatever you charge them for the half pound, then they get it, they break it down, just like the drug game on the street. They bust it down or whatever, and they sell to their people. Everybody's happy, man. Got another individual on the yard, big body. Actually, it's big bodies. That's what they call him, big bodies. But I guess people just kind of cut the S off. Big body. Big body was a light-skinned dude. Bald head dude. Shoot, big body was every bit of... Big body had been about 260, 270. Solid. Had been to the feds. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he had gotten out of the feds and then ended up having to go serve some time in the state. Why they call him Big Body, kids? Well, you would think that they would call him Big Body because he got a big body. But nah, that wasn't the reason that they called him Big Body. They called Big Body because he had big bodies on the streets. Yeah, he had several notches under his belt. Some teardrops in your eyes. You see dudes with them teardrops? Now, some of them false flag and some of them fake it to make it. But the dudes that got them real teardrops, there's a reason that they got them teardrops. He had 3 on this side and like 4 on that side. Representing the people that he's, you know, taking off the face of this earth, man, allegedly. So they just called him Big Bodies. Like I said, cut the S off, Big Body. Big Body, man. Like I said, he was 260, 270, big dude. Now, he wasn't all muscle or anything like that, but, you know, and Big Body was about 6'2". He wasn't 5'11". He was about 6'2". He was doing this thing with the cigarettes just as well, man. Ain't nobody really tripping because it's not like on TV to where, you know, you trying to cut the other man off so you can have the whole yard. No, everybody's eating, man. Everybody gets a chance to shine. Everybody gets a shot at the title. Ain't straight, man. Yard is calm. Dudes able to, you know, smoke their cigarettes or whatever. It's kind of hard to stop people from smoking. And you got them guards that they got their binoculars and they on the roof and, oh, I think I see him with a cigarette. But yeah, these are the same pieces of shit. They smoke just as well. They're not even supposed to bring tobacco onto the facility, but yet they do. But they're trying to catch inmates smoking so that they can take their tobacco, write them up, and discipline them. That part. Not all COs, just the super COs. Nevertheless, everything's going smooth. Dante got to the point to where he didn't really have to throw hands no more. People knew what he was about. He and I whooped a couple dudes, you know, put down a demonstration or whatever. That's what you call it in prison. Put down a demo. You run up on me, this is what you gonna get. Plus he got other people to do it. Now, if you listen to his videos, and there's no hate, but, I got to call a spade a spade. If you listen to his videos, he will have one that's never really been to prison thinking that, when you enter into his cell, he got like dudes outside of his cell that's going to pat you down. Then when you walk into the cell, that's the first part of the room. Then there's another part of the cell to where they got like the little beads hanging down and he's behind the beads, you know what I'm saying? Just kicking it or whatever, on the computer, on the phone, like you see on TV. And no, it's nothing like that, but I'm gonna give him his props. He was definitely a respected dude, and he was getting that bread. Asked me on more than one occasion, man, you wanna come and work for me? Man, come and work for you. What the fuck? Do I wanna come and work for you? Nah, bro, I ain't mean it like that. I just mean, man, make you know what I'm saying, make you some nice bread, man. I know you got, a couple people or whatever on the yard or whatever that shoot, I can put you down, man. Nah, bro, I appreciate it, but I'm cool, man. I'm one of them scary motherfuckers in prison, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do whatever on the street as long as I ain't hurting nobody or it ain't involving no kids or no elderly people. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to, when I go to prison, oh, man, I'm a model inmate. Yeah, because I'm trying to get back home, man. I'm trying to get back home, so I'm doing everything that I can do within my power to get back home when I'm in prison. Kind of sad, but true. So, nah, man, I'm cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I was on my back, if I ain't have anything and nobody was sending me anything, then I probably would have taken him up on that offer. But I wasn't really trying to get caught up like that. You know what I'm saying? Situation occurs to where, still to this day, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but Dante lost his plug, man. Dante lost the plug, and when he lost the plug, it's not like you can just get another plug just like that. Yeah, he had made plenty of money. He had plenty of money, saved up, stacked up or whatever. But it's kind of like on the streets when you're doing your thing, you got all this money, but you miss the allure, you know what I'm saying, of the streets, that fast money that everybody's screaming your name, calling your name or whatever, knowing that you the man. He lost all of that. And he's trying to figure out, man, what we gonna do, man? They trying to get other plugs or whatever, but it's not always easy to just get a plug in prison. Sometimes you may stumble upon one, but it's not always that simple to do so. Him and his partners or whatever, nah, man. Ain't going down like this. So you had another individual that started to, he was doing this thing on the yard just as well. This white dude, Curtis, man. Curtis was a respected dude just as well. But he didn't really have the reach that Dante had, and he definitely didn't have the reach that Big Body had. Hell, Dante didn't have the reach that Big Body had. Big Body's, his crew was, I don't know, twice as large as Dante's. Curtis is doing his thing on the yard now. So now it's just Big Body and it's Curtis. Like I said, Curtis a white dude. He probably about, I don't know, 260, 270. Curtis was a former Major League Baseball. Well, he didn't make it to the major leagues, but he got drafted, I want to say, by the Reds right out of high school, man. Dude could pitch, man. He was cold, man. He was about 5'11" just as well, man. Like I said, white dude. And he just wouldn't leave the streets alone, so he messed up the opportunity to potentially go pro. Ended up going to prison. He's doing his thing on the yard, but it wasn't to the capacity that Dante was doing his thing. Nah, man. Somebody's gonna get down, or they gonna lay down, man. They know he can't really run up on Big Body's crew. He ain't got nothing coming. Dante don't fear Big Body, but he don't have nothing coming when it comes to running up on them. One day the Eagle lands. The Eagle lands, that means the supply of the bag came in, the bag dropped. The dude that went to get the drop, the pickup or whatever, he comes into the dorm, right? They have been studying, they already know, okay, when he's gonna do it. They've been watching or whatever. He comes into the dorm. He comes into the dorm, he's walking up the stairs. Dante and his crew, they mask up. This particular dorm, like, there wasn't a lot of cameras. It was an old dorm, so it was like 2 dorms. They really should have been condemned. So they didn't really have a whole lot of cameras. Dude got a big black garbage bag. He's walking up the stairs. As he's walking up the stairs, about 4 or 5 of Dante, they got them things. Sword of justices. They all got swords of justice. Dude ain't got nothing coming, man. Plus they masked up. They take the whole bag. They take the bag from dude. They go and check the bag. It's 25 pounds. 25 pounds of cigarettes. You got them buglers. You got all type of stuff in there. As far as cigarette wise. You got the green. You got the K2. And you got about 10 phones. Now, we're not talking about, iPhones, anything like that. We're talking about, just the little phones, the AT&T joints. Yeah, the AT&T Johns. Shout out to Philly, man. Got about 10 phones, man. A couple pints of liquor, but, liquor was, it wasn't too much, but, man, gold mine. Dante, I'm back in it. He's still looking for another plug, but he knows right now, I got 25 pounds. Man, that's 25. Man, you know how much you can make in prison off of a pound of cigarettes? Just the cigarettes. We ain't even talking about the other stuff. It's a $50,000 bag, man. Potentially a $50,000 bag. The phones is going to go for $600, $700, maybe $1,000, maybe $1,500, just depending on who wants the phone, how bad they want the phone. Got like, I want to say he had like a whole ounce or two of the green, and then all the K2. The K2 just looks like spices, like cooking spices. $50,000 bag. You bust a whole pound down, man. You're gonna make $1,000 in prison on a pound of cigarettes. You're gonna make a band. Now you're not gonna make a band on everyone because you're gonna show some love. Okay, what you want, a quarter? Okay, what you want, a half? What you're gonna bust it down like that, but damn near 50,000, if not 50,000. But yet, I'm still looking for another plug. That's what Dante's saying to himself. They're not even worried about the dude. Hell, they masked up. There's only one problem. There's only one problem, man. The dude, the guinea pig, whatever you want to call him, that went and got the bag, he started working for Big Body just as well. So yeah, at first he was just getting the bags for Curtis. Nah, that was Big Body's bag that they took or whatever. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a serious problem. Now nobody knew that it was Dante and his crew, but at the same time, it don't take long to figure it out. Penitentiary, man, it don't take long. People talk quiet whispers. Big Body's heated. Package done got intercepted. They done threatened dude, but they couldn't really do anything to him because what can they do? Dudes run up on him with them swords of justice. What can you do? And plus they kind of needed him because dude, like when the drop was made, there was like a big old field or whatever. And like I said, there was no cameras in that area, and dude was fast, man. He'd run down and grab the bag and come back. Could nobody really go do it like he could do it. So you can't really bust him up. You can't unalive him. You can't, because you really need him. And quietly, like I said, you can't even be upset with him. It's rumored. Dante and his crew, man. That's what they Detroit niggas. Them Detroit niggas, man. Got me for the bag. Dante feel like at this point, man, it is what it is. What can I do? What's done is done, man. You know what I'm saying? Can I get my chili cheese Fritos? Close, fat boy. Dante done hit a lick of a lifetime, man, as far as penitentiary licks. It didn't really look so obvious because he had already been in that game. So now he's back in the game, so it just kind of appears that, okay, he done got back on. He done found another plug or got back with his plug. He never had anything on him. Anyway, everything was always, as I've already mentioned, dispersed. Big Body's heated, man. Big Body is livid. Yeah, he still got his plug. He got, other drops. But it's not like you can just do a drop any certain day. Like there's certain days, any particular day rather. There's certain days to where certain COs is working. And you able to do so. Big Body had to go a couple weeks, man. With no action. In the meanwhile, Curtis and Dante, they getting all the bread. Quiet whispers become louder and louder. Big Body wants to see Dante, man. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. One thing about Dante, man, I'm gonna keep it all the way real, man. Let him come on. He way bigger than me, but man, Dante knew how to use his hands, man. But see, in prison, it's not all about that. Just like on the streets, it's not about fighting. Dudes got, Dracos, man. In prison, dudes got swords and knives and swords of justices or whatever. Big Body knew Dante had something to do with it. Asked him. He asked him, did he have something to do? I'm going to come at you man-to-man, player. You know what I'm saying? You got my shit. Man, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I've been doing this. I've been on. I've been to have my, what am I gonna take from you for? You know what I'm saying? I got my own supply. Big Body wasn't buying it, man. Again, nobody could, the dude the runner, he couldn't identify anybody. The dude's really like, in prison, they'll mask up. Run in on your cell, take your stuff, man. And they're gonna have big swords on you. So you got a lot of people, oh man, they wouldn't have got mine. They just have to kill me. They will. You think they won't? They run in your cell and you want to offer some resistance. You got 4 dudes and they all got looking like Zorro coming in that motherfucker. Man, you gonna give it up. Oh yeah, you gonna give it up. If you got a death wish. Situation, man, became more and more it was just more and more conflict. It was more, just it was tension in the air. It was supposed to go down. It's a particular day it was supposed to go down. I'm gonna say it was a Saturday. See, in the penitentiary on the weekends is more lax. The jerk COs, they not really, being as, assholes as they typically are, or they might be off work or whatever. Just, the administration, they not really there. They at home for the weekend. So everything's a lot more laid back on the compounds, you know what I mean? The penitentiary on the weekends. It's supposed to go down, man. On the yard. Dante's crew hit the yard. Big Body's crew hit the yard. It's up. It's up, man. And once it's up, man, there ain't no... Dante's fully aware. He ain't ducking no wreck. Ducking no wreck, that means like he ain't ducking no fades, he ain't ducking no controversy. Big Body definitely is not ducking no, hell, he's bringing it. The same, there's like a walkway, the dorm that we're in. You can like chill out on the walkway. It's like a walk area. So, like, literally picture is a sidewalk, and you walk straight, and once you get to the building, that's the dorm. But on the side, they got like little tables, so you can play chess or cards or sit outside, write letters, listen to your headphones or whatever. They leave that area open until like 2 o'clock in the morning. You can sit outside till 2 o'clock in the morning, but the rest of the yard is closed. That evening, probably about, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 o'clock. Dante's sitting there, he's talking to a couple of his partners or whatever. I'm outside or whatever. I don't got nothing to do with, like I said, they business. We wreck together, program, you know what I'm saying, as far as playing the games, talk sports or whatever. But when it comes to the business part, I don't got nothing to do with it. Dude bumps into him. Like literally just, bumps into him to where you can tell that it's blatantly not a mistake. Now, when I say dude, it's actually one of Dante's little partners. The problem was Dante didn't know that, it was his partner. Now, it wasn't anybody. It was one of those partners to where he just knew, but he wasn't down from, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't really in the clique like that. It was just somebody that he knew from the streets or whatever. But dude didn't want no parts of none of that. But they would play and, little shadow box and stuff like that. So he didn't really know what was going on. He didn't know it was like some serious beef about to jump off. Bumps into Dante. Dante just immediately turns around. Boom, boom, boom. Takes off on him. Hits him with about 3 or 4 pieces, man. Told you he used to box. So Dante realized who he's hitting. Man, what you doing, bro? Dude's holding his eye. He looked confused, man. They used to play all the time, beat. Well, because his beef was going to jump off, Dante just instinctively reacted, thinking that somebody was, trying to get at him, not even knowing it's my little partner, man. It's my little homie, man. Didn't even know it was him. Just instantly just reacted, man. You can tell Dante, man, come on, dog. Come on, dog. How dudes in Michigan talk, man. Shout out to the 313, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Michigan. Shout out to Trap Talk Blue. Y'all go check out Trap Talk Blue, man. But, come on, dog. Come on, man. What are you doing, man? Mess around and get yourself unalive, man. Just think if Dante's boys had to just jumped on dude and just start stomping him out or whatever. Nevertheless, that went undetected. No COs came out. No foul, no harm. Dante feel bad about it, so he had to sit the youngster down and let him know, like, bro, I understand we play sometimes, man, but there's a time and a place for that, dog. Like, you could have really got yourself hurt, man. It's serious beef that's going on. It's about to jump off. You hurt me. Just plays to the dude or whatever. Everything's cool. Nobody gets rolled up. No COs come out. Penitentiary ain't nobody telling like that. Maybe little kiddie camps and jails, but penitentiary ain't nobody telling like that. Do people tell in the joint? Yeah. But this wasn't one of those situations where, what you gonna tell? You know what I'm saying? Just a little fight. Nothing major. Wasn't even a fight. Just somebody got, 3-4 pieced. About 3 o'clock in the morning. They call COE comes in and gets Dante. Late night. Penitentiary's late night. You know what I'm saying? Keep your TV on all night or whatever. On the weekends. Where am I going? They need you at security. What they need me at security for? I don't know. Get your uniform on because you got to be fully dressed when you go to security. You can't just go up in your sweatsuits or whatever. Take him to security. Everybody's wondering what's going on, the people that are still up. Typically, when they come and get you that late, either getting drug tested, it's a write-up, or something at home has happened. You don't want to get called to security at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning in prison. No, little homie ain't said nothing. Ain't no way, little homie's still in the dorm. He ain't said nothing. Damn, maybe they caught it on camera. But if that's the case, they would have been taking him to security just as well. What's going on? He gets to security. He's up there. Probably about an hour later. See the lights turn on in the door. People immediately thinking, shakedown. Dudes got their phones. They trying to hide their phones because they on the phone with their girl. Yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, baby. What you got on right now? Talk to your girl, whatever. When the lights instantaneously turn on like that, you taking a shakedown or whatever. Nah, they came in with them black bags. Went to Dante's little area, packed up all this stuff. He got all type of commissary and food, packed up all this stuff. So it took them a while because they got to take inventory of everything that they, put in those bags. Took about an hour is how much stuff he had. Probably longer than an hour. I never seen Dante again at that particular facility. He was just gone. Next day, people thought that, okay, he's just in the hole, you know what I'm saying? They might keep him, he's under some sort of investigation. Because a lot of times when they can't catch you doing something, they know you're doing it, but they can't catch you, they'll just throw you in the hole for a pending investigation. A couple people was like, man, seen Dante, man, he was on the van, man. They got him up through where? It means they transferred him. I seen him get on the van. I don't know, penitentiary, man, you tell a lie, I tell a lie. So a lot of people will say stuff, but it has no validity to it. As I mentioned, it was the last time that I seen old Dante in the pen, man. So I guess my question, Dante, I'm not insinuating anything. I'm not saying anything disrespectful because I've given you, the utmost respect and told it how it really was. You was laying hands on people and you did have a clique in prison and you did. Some people speculated that you staged one. Staging one means like, say you really want to go out with your fellas, you know what I'm saying, kick it, but your girl, she's tripping or whatever, she don't want you to go out, so you just, damn, baby, you didn't even make up the bed, damn, baby, you left this a cup and a fork in the sink, I'm sick of this, you know what, I'm out of here, nah, fuck that, I'm out of here. That's stage one. Some people speculated Dante stage one because he knew he had to see Big Body the next day and he didn't want to see Big Body, so he plotted this whole thing. Or he seized the opportunity, not necessarily plotted the whole thing, but he seized the opportunity, whooped up on little youngster, knowing that they would see it on the cameras and got him up through her and got him out of there. I'm not saying that's the situation. A lot of people say it, though. A few people said it. So it gives me an opportunity. It makes me wonder, Dante, what happened with that situation? Why did they ship you? I've never asked you. We talk on the phone, but I want to ask you, I want to send you this open scribe through the airwaves. Why did you just mysteriously just come and get packed up at 3 o'clock in the morning? only to never be heard from again at that facility. I just like to know, man. I know you was putting in work. I know you do your videos and you was talking about you was that guy in prison. And, you know, I don't know about the other prisons. You was all right at the prison we was at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was a force to be reckoned with. You wasn't no pushover. But I want to know, Dante. I need some answers, man. I definitely need some answers. You got 72 hours to respond, big boy. Because if you don't, I'm going to start to really, really do my digging. You got Kentucky connections. You got a family in Louisville. You got partners in Louisville. I'm in Lexington, 65 miles, 70 miles away. You got Kentucky connections. That's how you end up getting caught up in Kentucky. You got 72 hours, Dante. And I want to know. I got to know, nigga. Let it be known. One love. Shout out to Dante and the Dante Show Network. Again, this is no disrespect to Dante whatsoever. We cool. We don't have no issues. I'm not trying to start anything with him. But I want to know. Some of the world needs to know, Dante. Why did you just mysteriously disappear when you knew that you had to see at Big Body Benz the next day? Things that make you say, 72 hours, Dante. Respectfully.